Hi, my name is Brian Ferguson. I'd like to take a few minutes tonight to talk to you about a horrific, serious problem called bullying. I'm going to share some information from an official U.S. government website called stopbullying.gov. We're going to talk about what is bullying, the roles kids play, who is at risk, warning signs, and the effects of. First, what is bullying? Bullying is unwanted aggressive behavior among school-age children that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. The behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. Both kids who are bullied and who bully others may have serious lasting problems. I've given you a handout tonight. It has different types of bullying, such as verbal bullying, social bullying, and physical bullying. Take time to read that, go to the website and get some insight about this so that you can be well prepared to help your children with these problems or other people in your household that might be going through situations. I don't believe this is just in schools. I believe it's also at the workforce and other social areas in life. The roles that are played, you have the one that's doing the bullying, you have the bullied, and you also have the witnesses. It is very important to understand the multiple roles kids play in order to effectively prevent and respond to bullying. Who is at risk? Every single one of us are at risk of being bullied. I can remember a time when I had a job and the boss would bully me. So it's not just schools, and you need to know that. You need to be aware of it. Children at risk of being bullied, though, let's talk about that for a minute. You have the overweight, you have the underweight, you have the ones that are weak and unable to defend themselves. You got the depressed, the anxious, the low self-esteem, popularity. The list goes on. We all have been there before. We've seen it. We've been a part of it. We may have even done it at one point in time in our life. The thing that we don't realize when we're back then, when we're going through it, the everlasting problems that occur from it. Children that are more likely to bully, some are well connected with their peers. Social power, overly concerned about their popularity, are likely to dominate or be in charge of others. Another thing, it could be the other side of that coin. It could be the one that's isolated, sitting alone, can't get along with others, has anger built up. Warning signs of bullying. A child being bullied might have unexplained injuries, lost or destroyed clothing, frequent headaches, changing eating habits, difficulty sleeping, declining grades, sudden loss of friends, feeling helpless, self-destructive behavior. These things can lead to a much worse problem that we talked about earlier, the serious lasting problems. It could lead to somebody wanting to commit suicide. That's one of the reasons why this is so important to be aware of it. Signs a child is bullying others. He has extra problems with fights. He has friends who like to bully. They're very aggressive in general. He gets sent to the principal's office and gets detention a lot. He might have extra money and belongings. And last but not least, the effects of bullying. Creates depression, anxiety, as we talked about earlier, sadness and loneliness, health complaints, and decreased academic achievements. Kids who bully others, they don't go unscathed, not at all. They have alcohol abuse or drug abuse problems. They get into fights. They vandalize property. They drop out of school. They get engaged in sexual activity outside of marriage. They have criminal convictions and traffic citations as adults. They may even be abusive towards their romantic spouse. The last point I want to bring to your attention about this topic is that it goes all the way back to biblical times. Jesus himself was bullied. In John chapter 18, verse 19 through 23, we can see an example of that because the officials didn't like the answer they gave him, so they hid him to try and get him to do what they wanted him to do, which is what bullying is. I thank you for your time. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. And if there's anybody out there that you think needs some help with this problem, introduce them to this website, stopbullying.gov, and it'll help. Thank you.